We all have a yearning for love, but relationships can be confusing and complicated. Dr. Tammi Baliszewski says it all starts from within. It starts with a journey to center. Here's your host for Journey to Center on Empower Radio, Dr. Tammi Baliszewski.
It's a beautiful fall day. The sun is shining. The leaves are turning. It is absolutely gorgeous here in Boise, Idaho, and I hope it's beautiful where you are as well. Well, one of my sincere intentions and greatest passions is to evolve, expand, and grow spiritually, and then support others in doing the same. That is why I love doing this show and having these conversations. And though I am a teacher and a counselor, I am also a student. So today I'm excited to be having one of my favorite people, best friends, and spiritual touchstones on the show, best-selling author, the book nurturer, and gifted intuitive, Rosemary Sneeringer. Hello, Rosemary.
Hi, Tammi. Great to be back again with you.
So awesome. It's always a joy to connect with you. And I'm also excited to be connecting with someone else who I believe I have a great deal in common with and who I know I can learn some wonderful things from. And I bet you can too. Her name is Molly McCord. She is a consciousness catalyst who plays the roles of astrologer, author, messenger, intuitive, and teacher. She shares consciousness raising wisdom on her website, consciouscoolchick.com. On her site, she offers a buffet of consciousness information and has her own radio show. Molly is the creator and host of a unique online spiritual event called the Consciousness Wisdom Festival. And she's going to share with us why this is such a special opportunity to get inspired, become more empowered, and expand in your spiritual growth. So I'm excited to be having this conversation with you, Molly and Rosemary.
Thank you, Tammi. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you for allowing us to share this message with more people who are ready for this information and this event.
Yes, let's grow together here. So two of my favorite words in the world are consciousness and wisdom. And you're putting this together all in one phrase and a festival. So can you tell me more about what the word consciousness means to you and what this opportunity is?
Yes, certainly. So consciousness to me is an expanding energy field that never stops, never ends. It's soul energy. It's our desire to be more aware of ourselves and to keep growing. And so we take that intention and we gather other people of like mind who also hold that intention, and we amplify it and we make it stronger and brighter for all of us. So the idea with this event is that we bring together experts, healers, teachers, authors who have wisdom to share, and we connect with people who want to learn more about their soul's purpose, their growth, everything they can do to empower themselves on new levels. So that's really one of the driving intentions of this festival. And the word festival is included because the festival is fun, it's lively, and we have some original artists sharing their jewelry, their painting. There's some music. It has a liveliness to it that I think really excites us all and gets us wanting more of this good stuff.
Yeah, let's pull up to the buffet here. So I was interested to find out, first of all, that you do this online. So how does that work? Usually when there's some sort of festival or celebration, we have to go to a specific location, but you're doing this so it's accessible internationally and people don't even have to leave the comfort of their own homes. Is that right?
Yes, exactly. It's designed so that we can create a global gathering and that people can connect wherever they are, because I believe that wherever you are right now is exactly where you need to be, and that includes your physical location. So we don't have to complicate it or spend a lot of money to get those connections and to find other people who are interested in the same thing. So the idea is that it is virtual. You can either listen through your computer, through the internet, or you can call in, whichever is convenient for you. And then if you're not able to be there live, you can still receive the downloadable recordings of every presentation.
And it's pretty reasonably priced. It's a 3-day event, and it's $47, right?
Yes, 3 days, 15 experts, It's over 20 hours of wisdom and information. The festival pass is $47, and it's made to be very affordable to cover technology, to cover advertising, to cover all the things that go into one of these events. But it's not made to just, rip people off or something like that. It's more about getting the value of the information and going from there. So, yeah, it's very affordable, very reasonable.
Yeah, because I know some of the experts that you have on there charge upwards of $200 per hour. So this really is awesome value. This is really a cool thing that you're putting together for people that maybe are on a budget and that want to go someplace to garner more wisdom, information, knowledge to support them in living more fulfilling and empowered lives and to help them really tap into what their gifts are.
Beautifully said, Tammi. Yes, that is exactly it. And they'll find that, if you like one or two of these experts, you'll probably like more of them because they are complementary in what they offer and share. And there's some energetic connections there that, you'll be introduced to new experts that maybe you haven't heard of. And you'll find new people who have something to say that really helps and benefits where you are right now. So, yeah, there's a lot of intention that went into this, and the experts were all carefully chosen because of who they are and what they offer.
And the other thing that I found that was really awesome about what you're doing, I mean, the Conscious Wisdom Festival is happening October 16th, 17th, and 18th, but you can listen to it later. And then you also are doing this 4 times a year. So
yes.
No matter when somebody's listening to this, there's an opportunity for them to hook into this energy.
Yes, exactly. So even if you're listening to this whatever month of the year, there's going to be another festival coming up because we do this seasonally. And that's also very intentional because these times, they are a-changing so fast, and we need to be supported. We need more information. We need to know where we can go for resources, for empowerment. And so it is 4 times a year. It's January, April, July, October. So once a season. And the website will always have the latest information. So you can always go to consciouswisdomfestival.com to see what's coming up next, to see what just happened. It'll always be accurate with the latest offerings.
Yeah, and something that you're saying, I know to be true. We can't heal alone. We heal in community. We're social beings, human beings, and really there's only one of us here anyway. So we all have our blind spots. We all need support. We all need help. We all need assistance. So it sounds like you've got some really wonderful experts that you're working with specifically. And I know one of them happens to be our friend Rosemary Sneeringer. So you're involved with this too, huh, Rosemary?
Yes, I was really honored to be asked. And the more I found out about it, the more excited I became. And I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of traditional publishers versus self-publishing and the importance of your personal story, whether it's when you get out there speaking or on your website or in a whole memoir, because I love doing memoirs, especially spiritual memoirs, and really how creating a spiritual memoir and getting out there with it can help your spiritual business. There's a lot of people who are healers who have quite amazing stories about how they've healed people, things that would be considered miracles. And, perhaps they just think, oh, that's nice. People read about it, but it really can propel your business, propel you into a different area once you start getting out there with the spiritual memoir. So
beautiful.
And that's really what it's all about. The healers have to be supported in order to keep helping people.
Absolutely. And there's been so much change, well, in all arenas, but in regards to publishing, so much change. Even, I wrote a book and it was published in 2009. And even since then, so much has changed. We used to think we have to go out and get a publisher, get a publishing deal, and that's not the case anymore. So I know a lot of people that want to write a book and they come to me and go, Tammi, how do I write a book? And I can't explain it to them. So I like to send them to you because you're kind of at the forefront of this whole arena as far as getting your story out there and having that story inspire and support and help and heal and light the way for other people. So this is such a great thing that you're doing.
Well, thank you. Yes, and I can help people who are open to intuition and open to spirit, because I can do a reading on their book. I can, kind of lay out what their book is going to be like, coming from their own wisdom, their own guides, so they can really tap into, how to do it and be more comfortable with it and have a guideline and really be supported in that way. So it's not as scary. Yeah. It's not, you're not out there on your own and, trying to get up the energy to just write every day. I know what it's like.
It's confusing. It can be overwhelming. It can be daunting. And you do bring up another point. You are gifted in so many arenas. When I feel a little bit confused or like I'm floating around in the river of, chaos, you're somebody I call and I say, Rosemary, what the heck is going on? And you're able to kind of get into your zone and give me feedback that makes things make a lot more sense. So you're just you're a wealth of wisdom and support in so many different ways. And I think it's amazing, Molly, that you're inviting her to be part of this, because she is somebody that has such great integrity and such wonderful gifts. And I know there's a lot of people out there that maybe call themselves a psychic or intuitive or, whatever, a healer. You can go on, watch television late at night. There's 1-800-PSYCHIC. So there's people out there that are saying they're good, but to find intuitives and healers and psychics and astrologers that have great integrity, it can sometimes be a challenge. So I like that you're putting together this team of people that are really very good at what they do and are very heart-based and sincere in their intentions to be of service.
Exactly. And that's also why Rosemary was such a great fit, is because not only does she have all of those wonderful talents, but she is at the forefront of where publishing is going. And that's really the essence of this event, is that this is at the forefront of humanity's evolution. And it's not just self-help as we know it, it's soul growth. It's that deeper level stuff that we're ready for and we want to embrace, and we want to hear from other people their insights and their wisdom. And so it's perfect, everything that Rosemary does, because it's going to help so many people who are just ready to take their story to a new level and who want to work with someone they can trust. And I'd say that's really the vibe of every presenter, is that there's
Absolutely.
a level of trust there.
Yes. Yeah. You've done your research and you've got some really quality people. And I know some of the other topics that you're including in this are intuitive messages, astrology updates, psychic development, mastering abundance in your business, working with the energies of manifestation, and numerology. So these are all some really great arenas. And I would imagine that if anybody's interested in any of this, like what you said, there's other things that they're going to be able to get value from that may be expected or even unexpected. So I'm excited to know about some of the different opportunities that are available with some of your different people.
Well, in terms of what they're sharing, they're going to be giving original information that they're not, sharing openly in other places, and they're going to be offering, some special deals, and they're very open to live Q&A with participants. So I want people to know that you're going to have that participatory experience, and that even though it's virtual, you can still connect and get to know these presenters, because they are open to connecting with people who want to know the information. And there's so many good experts that, it's hard to know where to start, because like you said, there's just a lot of information that's going to be shared.
Which is very exciting. And I'm very intrigued by the numerology. And I think, Rosemary, you said you had an experience or an appointment with the girl that's doing the numerology. What was that like for you?
Well, her name is Amy Woods Landerman, and it really was transformational for me, because I've been kind of stuck. And she explained that I was in a four personal year, and that's where you're setting your foundation, but you're also getting rid of things that don't work. So it's kind of like you build all this stuff up, but then things are starting to fall away and fall apart. So it's kind of, what the heck is happening here? And she explained a lot of things about my numbers. I come from a master number of 33, which is the Jesus number, like the giver, just putting everybody else before yourself, and learning not to do that. But she talks about a lot of things that really hit me, that how beauty is important to me, how water is important to me. Everything she said, I was just like, yup, that's absolutely correct. And water affecting my own bodily fluids, so I just calm down when I'm near water. And one of the things she said that really hit me like a ton of bricks was my perfectionism in terms of writing, because I know what things can be at a higher energetic level just from, spending so much time in the spiritual world, in spiritual classes, in meditation, or, just coming from that angle that it can't really ever be fully expressed in the material world where we're living. So that it kind of, it's almost like, oh, why even bother? Why even attempt it? That kind of, you're just never going to get the fullest expression. So I can see, how I'm the book nurturer because I'm helping people do that, but also, I'd love to clone myself and have a book nurturer for myself. So it was really right on target, and of course that just gives you so much comfort, and you just kind of, okay, it is going to end. This stuck period is not going to go on forever. I also have a heel spur, so I'm physically stuck. I can't go out hiking or anything like that. And so I thought she was, I know she's reading in between the numbers too. I know she's intuitive, so she's giving you so much more as well. Amy Landerman, she was just amazing. And I do know Jill Renee from Boise. When I used to live in Boise, I've had readings with her, and she's very high vibration. She's always on the frontier of what's new. She's always reaching for the new energies, what's coming in, and clearing herself, and really doing her work and staying on top of it. She's so compassionate as well. She's so incisive. So a reading with her, you're going to just feel different, through the reading and afterward. And I connected with Emmanuel Dager, and that's such a coup for Molly, for you to get him. He's been on Healing with the Masters. He's getting a really high profile, and he's pretty young. And when I looked at his, some of the healings he offers, it just made me think, oh, geez, I don't even know how to choose. They all sound so fantastic. He offers a divine love activation where you really can feel that and be able to reconnect with your divine self, your true core self, and magnify your love quotient, and also magnified manifesting, where he really uses a subconscious mind where most of what we're creating is coming from, and just be able to project exactly what we want. So we're using 100% of our minds, and that also really knocked my socks off. I thought, well, I'm going to put that on my list. I want to experience that. So kudos to you, Molly. You really picked some amazing people.
Yeah, so Molly, this is fascinating idea. How did this idea come about? How long have you been working on this? Have you done these before? I'd like to know more about where this came from and how it came into being.
Yeah, sure. That gets me excited because the origination of it was literally like a lightning bolt that hit me, that I just wanted a way to connect with all these people that I know personally who have so much goodness to share, and to give them a platform and a spotlight with the intention of connecting with more people. It's not just about selling something or building an email list. It's not that. It's really expanding people's wisdom about themselves and why they're here and how powerful they are. And I have experience with event management and online marketing and all these different areas of my professional background. And this was just a beautiful way to bring together what I love to do and to make it into something that would benefit everyone who wants to connect. So it's been a very fun ride, bringing it all together, and I'm excited for every presentation. I bring in people that I like to listen to and who I think really have something timely and relevant to share. So it's been really fun, and I know that it's connecting with the right people in the right ways.
Right. And so how do you think your program and your event is different than maybe other things that are being offered?
Well, what we like to do is, it's about making sure people know what we're sharing. So I'm very transparent, and this is what we're talking about. This is what the presentation's about. You're not being sold something. You're being gifted with more information and with more wisdom about yourself. There are a lot of good telesummits and conferences out there right now, definitely. And I think that this one's a little different because you're going to get a lot of value out of the money that you spend. You're going to increase your spiritual library. This is information that you will hold on to and listen to for years and years. And you're going to find that each presenter, they might not be the Wayne Dyers of the world yet, but this is launching people. These are people who are emerging, who have been doing this work for a long time, and they have a lot to share, and they're ready for more people to connect with. So that's a few things here, that you're going to find people who are experts and who are not quite mainstream yet, but they will be very, very soon.
That's exciting because I know there are a lot of really, really talented people out there doing this kind of work, and I feature a lot of them on this radio show.
Yes, yes.
Which brings me to another question I think is really important. I mean, how can we know if somebody's good or maybe they're lacking in integrity? Do you have any suggestions, Molly, where, if somebody's like connecting with a psychic or a reader, are there any kind of red flags if somebody's probably not who they want to present themselves to be? Is there a way that we can kind of decipher or filter through somebody quality and maybe somebody that's not so much?
Absolutely. Yes, that's a great question, Tammi. We do need to remember that we always have our internal discernment and power source within us. So check what you're feeling. Check what is physically happening in your body with the information you're receiving. I've had a session or two before with psychics that I felt my energy sinking and going down and down. And I thought, this information isn't right for me. It's not connecting with where I'm at, because someone who really wants to benefit you will empower you and give you very useful information. So make sure that you're feeling good about the information you're hearing, and not from an ego base, but from that heart empowerment base. That is really a prime indicator that you are on track here with someone who's in integrity, who wants to benefit you, who isn't just trying to make an hourly rate. Just be aware of that. Also, recommendations. Word of mouth is a great way to find people who are really good, and you can get more insight and information about how they do their work.
Yeah, I really love what you're saying, and I've been one of those people that have gone looking for support or wisdom or feedback, and maybe given too much of my power away. I think it's so vital to check in with ourselves and say, does this information resonate for me? Is this a fit? And take what works for you and leave the rest, to really know that we all have great wisdom within. And I think really connecting with somebody who's a true teacher and healer is going to point you back to that knowledge, that wisdom, that knowing, that divine within.
Absolutely. It reminds me of my acupuncturist who says that, she's such a great healer that she heals people and she never sees them again because she's done her work, and that's how she knows that she's being successful. And I feel that is the best energy, too, is that you're doing something that benefits someone else and that helps them forward on their path. And you know that you'll be taken care of, and there's so many more people to connect with.
That's so funny. One of my clients said that to me. She goes, Tammi, you really help people clear their stuff. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, that's not a very good business model.
That's right. But at the same time, it is the new business model, because we can spot, we're sophisticated enough to know when someone's intentions aren't of the highest integrity. And so we can also spot, what works for us and what is not the right person to connect with, as you mentioned.
Absolutely. And that is my intention, to empower people, give them fishing poles so they can catch their own fish. I don't want to dole out fish. I don't want anybody else's power. I don't want to be anybody's God, and I don't want anybody to be mine. We all have to find that source, I think, within. And again, it's hard to do that all by ourselves. We need mirrors, we need feedback, we need help sometimes with our blind spots. So I absolutely love what you're doing. I think it's really exciting, and it really resonates for me to participate in this and learn more about it. So I'm thrilled. So Molly, tell us again where people can go to find out more about this and participate if it calls to them.
Head over to consciouswisdomfestival.com for the latest information. As we mentioned, this happens throughout the year, so there will always be information there, and you can still purchase past festivals. So if you really want to hear from a certain set of presenters, you can still purchase that information and get that wisdom. So there's no timeline. We're working outside timelines here, which is so wonderful with technology.
It is. It's so exciting.
Yes, it is, Tammi. It is. And thank you for allowing us to share this special event with your audience, and just knowing that it's going to connect with the right people in the right time.
Absolutely. So, Molly, are you going to be teaching as well? I know you're an astrologer and you do some other things. Are you going to be available through this event as well, or are you just organizing this?
I am teaching. I am a practicing astrologer. There are already 2 astrologers who are sharing information, so I'm not sharing astrology information right now, but I am presenting a workshop about mastering abundance in your business. And for some good information, to look at your own work around the energy of abundance, what opportunities are coming up for you, how to make sure that you're branding yourself properly, the race you use, the philosophy you have around money. We're going to dig in to some good stuff so that you can really set your business up to be prosperous.
And don't we all want that? We all want love. We all want prosperity. And I think all of us absolutely deserve it. And I think we manifest what we believe we deserve. So it's wonderful that you're helping people receive that, understand that, and receive that with hopefully more grace and more joy.
Absolutely. That's beautifully said, Tammi. Yes. And it's something that we are all worthy of, and we are all able to receive. And, we have blocks at times to work through, but it's just another opportunity. It's just another opportunity to grow. So, yeah, it's going to be great.
Yes. I say that all the time. People think, well, if I have the love or I have the money, I'll be happy. No, be happy and you'll have the love and you'll have the money. It's like manifesting that fulfilling life from the inside out. And so many of us think we have to either go out of integrity or do things we don't want to do. And I think that's the gift of going into the subconscious realms and clearing those old beliefs so that our lives can be more joyful, more graceful, more fun, more easy, more celebratory, like a festival.
Like a festival. I love it. Yes, exactly. That is the energy that we are amplifying and expanding.
I love that. Abraham Hicks says, life is supposed to be fun. Lighten up. Have fun with it. And when I first heard that message, I so didn't get it. And now I don't just get it. I am living it. And I love that that's your intention, to help other people get it and live it too.
Yes. Beautifully said. It's very true.
Well, this has been a lot of fun, and I'm so excited to know more about this. And I want to participate. I know that there's great value in this for me as well. Like I said, I love to be a teacher and I love to be a student. So I think my life is working pretty well, but I still want to maintain that beginner's mind so I can continue to grow and expand and evolve with joy.
Yes, isn't that fun? I feel the same way, and it's like we reach new levels where we're able to teach something, and then we're able to learn more, and I see it as this continual give and receive. We're able to constantly balance with both these energies.
So beautiful. That's absolutely my intention as well, giving and receiving gracefully, graciously, give generously, receive gracefully. And it's a cycle. It's a never-ending, like you had said in the very beginning of the show, it's this never-ending cycle of creativity and consciousness. And wisdom. It's a lot of fun.
There it is. That's right. So we're going to have some fun. And that's the other thing, is that it's a lively event. So be a part of that. Come and join, and your energetic presence raises the vibration, and we have some fun, and that's important.
Absolutely. Vital, vibrant, full of life, full of joy. So Rosemary and Molly, thank you so much for this.
Thank you, Tammi.
I'm feeling vital and vibrant just from the conversation.
Thank you, Tammi. Thank you, Rosemary. I can't wait for your presentation, Rosemary.
Oh, it's going to be
Thanks so
fun.
much,
I want
Molly.
to see it. I want to hear it. I want to be part of this. So, Brent Carey, thank you again for this forum called Empower. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, my friends, for hanging out with us. If you want to get a hold of me, go to tammibphd.com. That's spelled with an I. Get a free guided meditation. Start clearing the subconscious. Write to me with questions. I would love to be in touch with you. Give me some recommendations for more people to have these conversations with. So, just take great care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Grace and ease to you. Onward and upward. Bye for now.